How's it going? So, this video is going to be a little weird. This demo has been a nightmare to do. This thing's awesome, but the logistics of the past couple days have just been crazy. So, wanted to get it done yesterday. Couldn't find anywhere to do it. Shop was noisy, wife, kid, homesick, all that kind of stuff. Couldn't find any outside area that wasn't noisy. It was terrible. Drove to the middle of nowhere. It was like 35 degrees. Like super windy. Took my little portable amp out there. It was windy, didn't sound very good. I went through so much shit with that demo though. I'm going to put it at the end just because I didn't go through that shit for nothing. So, the outside windy video was supposed to be the part 1. Then I did part 2 on like a dirty dumble circuit. Then my camera ran out of battery. So this is supposed to be part 3, just like a clean dumble circuit. So it's gonna be backwards. So the video is gonna start with the clean dumble, clean dumble sound. Part 2 is going to be the dirty dumble sound, and part 3 is going to be that torture chamber that I was in yesterday in the cold. So, without further ado, this is the guitar based on Jonny Lang's kind of #1 guitar. As far as I know, this is built pretty much the exact same. T-style body. F-hole, obviously semi-hollow. This is a cypress body, which is kind of a weird tone wood. I kind of go through this stuff in part 3, but you might not even make it that far. But, so, cypress body, flame maple top, Bill Lawrence 500 XL in the bridge. Seymour Duncan P90, nothing crazy, just kind of your standard one. Bill Lawrence 500 in the neck. We got a really cool neck on this dude. Like, it's hard to see. There are like really good pictures on the website of this thing, but the lighting down here blows, but the neck is highly figured. It's like a flame maple on the back, and then just the way the wood grew and how it was cut. You see a lot of bird's eye and flame on the top, and pretty much just flame, a little bit of bird's eye on the back. But it's like that. You can't see shit through this camera, but take my word for it, it's hot. Yeah, just regular vintage tuners on there, nothing crazy. But originally I had 500K pots in here because, humbuckers, P90s, why wouldn't you have 500K pots in here? Plugged it in and it was like so harsh and brittle and toppy. It was just no-go. So I put in a .05 UF paper and oil cap, hoping that would darken it up a little bit. It really didn't. So I changed these out to 500K, or to 250K, pretty much like you would use for single coils. That made them sound really good. So then I was playing around with it, and this was originally a 3-way switch. The 2 and 4 positions sounded so good that I pretty much put myself at gunpoint to put a 5-way in here. So these electronics have been swapped out several times trying to find something that fits, and these definitely fit. But biggest pain in the butt on this thing, which took a couple months to figure out, see the gold binding on the side? So we tried several different kind of paints, several different kind of like sparkle sizes, all that kind of stuff. it all looked like crap for one reason or another. So what we ended up doing was taking a Gretsch vinyl drum wrap that you would like, it's like a drum skin basically, and we took a 1/4 inch of that and just put it all the way around the side of the binding, and it looks really good. So we just sealed, cleared over it, and it really looks right. So I'm gonna shut up. Hopefully you make it through this whole video, because fuck, it's been a pain in the ass to make. But here we go. This is just clean dumble circuit. Next part of the video, you'll hear the dirty dumble circuit, and the part after that is just watching me get tortured by like 20-degree wind. So I'll just start out with my fingers. It still is a little bright. Bill Lawrence pickups are just like super bright. If it says anything, this is the same pickup that was in Dimebag Darrell's, his guitar, you know, that he played in Pantera and stuff. So, I mean, you know how bright that tone is. So, volumes and tones are all, you know, all maxed. I will turn it down, you know, just to make it sound, you know, proper. But, bridge pickup. Super brittle, but tone makes a big difference. So let's go to the second position. So with this, you have 3 coils on at the same time. Sounds way better than I ever thought it would. What's weird about this is it's not like a regular 3 single coil. With this guy, it pretty much still sounds just like the bridge does, only this dark P90 kind of sucks a lot of that high end out, and it adds a little bit of quack, which is kind of cool. So it's like a for the bridge pickup. Super cool. P90 by itself. It's loud, but it is partially compensated volume-wise from being down so low. Still sounds awesome. Let's just do the neck real quick. This sounds very single coil-ish for some reason. That kind of like fat but thin kind of at the same time. Like it's well rounded, but it still has that kind of breathy thinness to it. So let's do the 4th position. let's mess with the tone a little bit. I'm going to rock the tone back, excuse me, about a third or so. I'm also going to roll the volume down just a tiny bit. So tone all the way up, tone back about a third. Back just a little bit. Volume back up. Second position with tone up, back about a third. Really makes a huge difference, which is really nice, because like these pickups are so bright that, I mean, these are even 250K pots and they're still super bright. So, you know, if you have a dark amp, you know, you can leave the tone higher. If you have a bright amp, just roll it back. I've been rolling it back. I've been using the volume and the tone back, you know, about 25% on both of them, and they're sounding really good. Just the P90. Tone rolled back a little bit. Now this one's going to be the most affected by the tone. So just a little bit off, still sounds fine. Let's go neck, tone all the way up, tone back. Sounds super good. Fourth position. So yeah, I'm just gonna screw around for a little bit. This sounds super cool. Just crank up the reverb. Second position, all three coils on. Tone down about 25%. Also the volume. I'm gonna turn up the reverb just a little bit. It almost gives that kind of like piezo pickup-y kind of sound, almost like John Petrucci signature model-ish. cool. This is the intro to Coming Back to Life from Pink Floyd. Uses all 5 positions just in the intro, which is cool. So we are going to start out on the 4th position. Then we're just kind of gonna go from there. I'll kind of scoot back so you can see. So. Second position. Neck. Bridge. Super cool. I mean, it just has that kind of almost, you know, like an electric guitar going through an acoustic amp kind of feel with it like this. Good stuff. So, next part is going to be the Dumble dirty circuit, and then the part after that is going to be my torture chamber test in the 30-degree wind tunnel. So, hopefully you can make it through this weird and choppy video. So, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next part here. Alright, how's it going? Part 2. Could not do the second half last night. Just wasn't in the cards. So, here we go. Early in the morning. Don't have a whole lot of time to do this one. But anyway, you know all about it. Let's just kind of jam on it real quick. Boom. Plugged into pretty much just a hot-rodded Dumble circuit. PAB is on. Gain's about half, give or take. Volume's pretty high. But just kind of mess around through the pickups, see what happens. I'll mess around with like the volumes, the tones, pickups, all that stuff. bridge. Tone back a little bit on the bridge. How's it going, everybody? So, long story short, my shop is super noisy at the moment. Totally sucks, can't do a demo there. Wife and kid are home sick. Can't do it at my house. It's windy as shit out here. It's like 35 degrees, it's cold as hell. And this is the only place to do it. This is like the 5th freaking place that I've gone to do this damn demo. And there's not a single place in my freaking city that isn't just noisy as hell. So I drove out to the middle of goddamn nowhere. I'm gonna do you guys a demo. So what we got today, a Jonny Lang inspired, like a T-style. Basically it's a cypress body, which is kind of an unusual tone wood, but that's what his is. It's a cypress body, it's a flame maple top. It's a flame maple slash bird's eye maple neck. Super, super hot. It's pretty much like bird's eye on the top, flame on the back. Hopefully you guys can see that. But just an awesome guitar. Bill Lawrence 500 XL, Bill Lawrence 500, Seymour Duncan P90. These were 500K pots, but it sounded way too bright, so I switched them to 250K. They sound way better. This was a 3-way, but the 2 and 4 positions on this thing sound freaking dynamite. So hopefully the wind doesn't ruin this, because it is windy as shit out here. I can't feel my fingers, so if I fuck up, it might be because I suck, who knows. But here we go. Bridge pickup, just a clean channel, a little bit of reverb for out here. Definitely spanky, totally telly. So, let's just go to the P90 by itself. Turning my amp down before my batteries die of the cold ass wind that's blowing over them. Definitely a P90. It's fat, it's pretty loud. It's kind of set low to kind of manage the volume in between them. So it's really not that bad, but it sounds really good. Neck. This is definitely not like a P90 sounding humbucker whatsoever. It's real like, I mean, it almost sounds like a single coil, but, you know, obviously it's not. But it really has that kind of thin, bright, kind of spanky sound, you know, just like everybody's used to. So, the 2 and 4 positions are freaking awesome. So here's the bridge and the P90, so 3 coils on at the same time. It really evens it out. Four position. Whoa, batteries are dying. Batteries are dying. My batteries are cold. definitely not like that 4-position on a Strat. You know. I mean, it's kind of like in that same kind of sound, but it definitely has its own thing going on, which is really cool. My fingertips are completely gone. Let's throw a little drive on here, see what happens. So, it's real harsh, kind of like that, but if you just turn the tone down a little bit, there's no treble bleed on here, so it sounds like it kind of rolls off some of that high end when you roll it back. Tone back just a little bit. That's position 2 here. Yeah, so everything wide open. Roll them back about 1/4, 1/3. Let's just do the P90. Neck by itself. The 4th position. Change the gain a little bit. Hopefully my batteries last. Woohoo! That probably killed the amp. Hold on. Sorry. So, there's just that part of it. I'm going to try to sneak back later tonight and steal some sounds from the, just from like a Dumble circuit. So we'll see how that sounds too. But anyway, that's just from like a little practice amp. So check out this next part here.